Welcome. In tomorrow's Mint, we have an exclusive interview with SEBI Chairman C.B. Bhave. In the interview, our Mumbai Bureau Chief Tamal Bandyopadhyay speaks to him about a range of topics ranging from extension in trading times to promoters pledging shares in their companies. To discuss some of the key points in the interview with Mr. Bhave, we have with us Tamal joining us from Mumbai. Hi Tamal.
Hi.
Tamal, one of the key issues you talked to Mr. Bhave about is the need for companies to list a minimum of 25% of their shares. Now give us an idea of the topic, of the history of this issue, and what was his take on this.
Well, as you know, Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee had announced in his budget speech that the average public stake in listed companies is about 15%, and it needs to go up. He didn't specify to what extent it should go up. But we are all aware of the fact that there is a proposal pending before the government, which plan to push up public stake in listed entities to 25%. Essentially, promoters need to pair their stakes and go to public. Now, Mr. Bhave's take is as follows: yes, indeed, it should be done, but it should be done in phases, which Finance Minister also has said. You can't overnight ask all the promoters to bring down their stakes. But one critical input that he has given, that we should treat both public sector undertakings and the private entities on a par. Now here again, Pranab Mukherjee did hint that, but the fact is, when it comes to actual reality, government treats their own undertakings, the public sector undertakings, in a different way. For instance, which Mr. Bhave has mentioned, that listing norm 49, this norm requires, under this norm, every listed entity requires to have 50% of their board of directors independent directors. Now, do the government entities follow this norm? No, certainly not. Public sector undertakings do not follow this listing norm.
Also, Tamal, one of the other topics you discussed with Mr. Bhave is the extension in market trading times.
That's right.
So what did he speak about? What are the sort of hindrances to doing that?
Well, SEBI had some time back announced that it's considering extension of time, but there are some real practical issues which Mr. Bhave calls them nuts and bolts. Now, right now Indian market operates in normal days with 9:55 it starts and by 3:30 it closes trading hours. Now, theoretically, if we go say till 11 o'clock the trading continues. Now, if there is a margin call requirement where the people need to bring in all the investors need to bring in their money, then what will happen? Our banking system doesn't work till 11 at night. So if you need to go by the timing of the foreign institutional investors, the timing of their country, and if you follow that in Indian context, our banking system is not yet ready.
And going back to a sort of a corporate issue, you also spoke to him about promoters pledging shares in their companies.
Right. The question was last year, last fiscal year, when SEBI, after the Sattam scandal, SEBI asked all listed entities to come clean on pledging of their shares. SEBI had said that you should come out and tell us how much of your equity stake you have pledged to various entities to raise money. Now, this is applicable to only listed entities. This is not applicable to unlisted entities of group companies. Even say, for instance, if the holding company is an unlisted entity, the promoter is not required to reveal that fact. Now, so this is actually a half-truth what has happened so far. Now, Bhave's answer is very clear that yes, it will be done in the next stage. So you need to read between the lines. Our information is this: SEBI is actively looking into it, and it will do it sooner than later.
Thank you so much, Tamal. Thank you for joining us. To read that complete interview, pick up a copy of tomorrow's Mint. Thank you very much. See you next time.